A city known for its incredible skyline, its nightlife and beaches, today centered around this venue, Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Time for teams to start making moves towards the postseason. Here we go, it's week 11. Returnable from the 1. He's got a lane up past the 30. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he's stopped. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achan. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Completes this one to Hill. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Achan running right. And he gets this one to the 49 on a solid pickup. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Let's go now.
He's dropping back to throw. It's caught left side by Hill. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Check.
Running left, here's Achan. He netted 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Check. 70 Lions.
From the 34. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. That chunk with a nice 21 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Cougar 19.
A tight end in motion now.
Check go.
Throwing now, off play action. Catch is made in close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Williams punches it in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins finish up an excellent opening series. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Come out throwing. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to. It made contact. That flag came out. Throwing now on 1st down. Escapes the pocket.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs with that Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Can I have a moment, Kate? Just a moment to marvel at how well they reacted to that play on defense. They were all over it from the start, getting behind the line to blow up a play that how many times do we see as highlight reel touchdowns going the other way?
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Looking for a throw here. Hauled in by Downs. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
So now here's 3rd and 5. They motion the tight end over. 3rd down from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he's brought down at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
Another snap from the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
There's a give, left side. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns finish off their opening drive. They'll set up here for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
They'll try and throw it here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
2nd and 10 now. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
60 Maverick, 60 Buffalo 18.
Pass play now. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. They'll come up 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Throwing it again here. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a gain of 29 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Go.
They'll throw it again. And he won't connect on that one. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Tyreek Hill. And now they face 2nd down.
Man, that ball looked good out of his hands. It just couldn't get through the defense cleanly. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
Got it. Ready?
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hut, hut.
Goal to go. It's a pass play. Cut near the goal line. And in for the Miami touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
19 target, 19. Head straight.
Back to throw now. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. They'll throw on first. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down. Dropping back to throw. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number one. It's a 14-7 game. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They're advancing it well as they face second down. They are throwing it again. That's caught. He found some space. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives the Browns a first. That's completed out to the right. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. That one splits the uprights. And the Browns tie things up at 14. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Let's go now.
Offense to the line for second down.
Rocco 80.
Motioning him from the slot right.
Go.
Trying again following the sack. That's caught. Devon Achane. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
He has the first over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. We'll get a stoppage after the play for an injury. Looks like Tyreek Hill, the player hurt on that snap.
Ready up.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Set.
He'll throw it. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Still sticking with the passing game. Catch made underneath by the back. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Browns in a dime set, third down coming, trying to lock up those passing lanes. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They get 6 and a first down as well.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Here we go, set.
He'll throw it yet again. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Here we go, here we go.
They're throwing it. It is caught left side. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10.
Come on, set, reload.
Handoff running left, A-Chain. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Set. 19 Tiger, 19. Rig it. Unlock line.
A-Chain again. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here's a throw. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And 4th and 4 coming up. Here's Jake Moody for the field goal. This is from 35 out on the left hash.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Looking for... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with the tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Third and long for him here. They're on him again, and he goes down again. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. It's the Dolphins, about set to begin their drive. Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Let's go now.
A-Chain on the inside give. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Ready?
Putting a receiver in motion. From the 44 here on second down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be first down, Miami.
I'm sure coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's A-Chain up the middle. Big gap up the middle. And finally, they catch up to him at the 11. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle. Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5.
Go.
He finds him right side. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick. Third and a lone yard coming up.
18, right here. Here we go, set.
They'll throw it. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Power squib kick is taken in. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Return starts at the 9. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. You've got a man in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Throwing now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 46. Headed out right. He's running with it. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
The handoff on 3rd and short. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. Fourth and 3, drive on the line. Man in motion here. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Play action on 1st down. Taken in by Downs, left side. Give him 24 on that play. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Working inside the red zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Back to the air here on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns make their way to the end zone. PAT effort coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns take the lead on that successful kick. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Second half begins with a run by Achan. Cuts it to the right sideline. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show up.
The Browns close in and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long.
60. 70. Go.
Another try following the sack. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Here we go, set. Hut, hut.
Looking to the air here. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He's got this at the 27. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Browns will go on offense. They've got 1st down from the 31. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Catch is made down the right sideline. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up. He'll look to throw. Finds his man, Downs. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. From midfield now. Dialing up a receiver screen. There he goes again. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns grow the lead to 7. Now we'll see them try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Browns grow their lead to 8. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
70 Lion.
Out of the shotgun, a give to A.J. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Has it downfield working the left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up second down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Dumped off to his running back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Here he is on third and long. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing fourth down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Hey, go.
They go play action here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense more often than not leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively in a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down after a quality gain up to the 13. Even after a solid 6 yards on that play, still a long ways to go here on third down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
They send the tight end in motion left. Shotgun now on third down. On target to Downs. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And it ends up a good return for them, up past their own 40. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And it'll be Dolphins football. From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. A-Chain running to the right. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
19, Tiger, 19.
Going to the ground again on first. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They'll stick with A-Chain. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. They get 8 yards, and now only inches to go on 3rd down. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Dolphins ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode. They trail to start the 4th.
Ready?
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
79 Broncos. Ready?
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Here we go. Set.
Throwing from the gun here. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
1st down from the red zone. This one's taken in by Hill. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They'll throw it again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
19 tight. 19 tight. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down. Forced out to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins down by only 2 in the 4th. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
So now a big spot for the Dolphins here as they line up for 2. It's caught. And he gets into the end zone. This one all tied up here in the 4th quarter. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the 2nd half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
Good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. Take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Dump off caught by his back. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
They're set up at the 35 now. They go play action on 1st. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, the explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Setting up a throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him 1st and goal.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, break tackles, and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
He has it on the QB sneak. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Browns take a 4th quarter lead. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns break that tie and now lead by 7. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Seven Pirates.
They'll come out throwing. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it sets up second down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
70. Here we go, set. Go.
Back to throw. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
65.
So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough third down here. He's back to throw. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Ooh, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And now they're staring at 4th and long. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Jukes out a one-stop. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's going to be a punt of 46 yards. And the Browns are set up well as they take over with some great field position. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Now an inside handoff to Brooks. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. First down, he takes the snap. That one's complete, right side. Keeps it moving. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. That one right down the middle. And the Browns double their lead to 14. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And this return gets to the 30 before he's stopped. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Set.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking slant route, complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
To throw here on 1st down. Able to find Achane.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
2nd and 8. Finds the in route, complete. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Dolphins, 14 points back. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. Has him on the quick hitter. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
Cowboy 80. Let's go. Ready.
Throwing it again here. That's caught at the 4. Touchdown, Miami. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Now with almost 2 minutes left, they're lining up for an onside attempt they need to recover. And that kick fails. The Browns able to recover. Needed to try it. We all get it, but didn't work. Still now have those 3 timeouts to fall back on.
They did need to try it, but I think there is a school of thought of, hey, also kick it deep with those 3 timeouts. So now your defense can't give up a yard. Right now, you've really burdened your defense to get a quick stop, a quick stop, a quick stop, and make sure they do not give up any yardage to this opposing offense.
Let's go defense. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. That's incomplete left side.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Lone back gets the handoff. He still has room inside the 30. Gonna score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Setting up to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Browns double their lead to 14. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Browns will take over as he records his first interception of our season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
They get 13 on the pickup, and that gives the Browns a first.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice, once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Here we go.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Back to the well again. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
So the Browns will take this win home with them. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL.